Welcome to our retirement, folks. Morning, folks.
Morning. I'm here, sat down. Not wandering about.
Makes a change. Well, I had plenty of comments about the Christmas cake.
Oh. It's a Mary Berry.
Oh yeah, the recipe. Yeah, that Tracy downloaded it years ago from internet.
Yeah.
Mary Berry Christmas cake recipe.
Mm-hmm.
That's where she got it from.
But she switches out the sherry for brandy. Because we don't like sherry. Not that we really like brandy, but it tastes better with brandy, I think. So, what have you got to say then? You look as though you've got a lot written down on your book.
I have really, but I write stuff down in here. And I don't really know
What it's pertaining to.
why I've written it down. Yeah, sometimes I look at it.
Why is that then?
I suppose, because I was saying to Pat this morning, it took me, I was an hour and a half answering comments this morning, laid in bed on my phone. And I was just saying to Pat, it's like a job.
Oh yeah, it takes you all morning and all afternoon into evening, doesn't it, to
There's a lot,
do things.
yeah, quite a lot involved in having a YouTube channel.
Especially if you're answering all
And it made me think,
things.
I was saying to Pat, I always seem to find something to occupy myself with in life.
Yeah.
All unexpected, never all unplanned. God, my eyes, I think my eyes are getting worse.
Oh.
That really is blurry, that's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you got it too high up, do you think?
Have I got it too high up?
Sorry about the jump.
Quite possibly. Just don't know better.
No better. Oh.
All
okay.
these, yeah, I was saying to somebody this morning, one of the comments, that you need to, I never realised, I never anticipated the inconvenience of all these ailments, how they interfere with us. I suppose you don't think about it when you're younger.
You're fitter.
And fitter, yeah. I was saying that well, at least they're on here to warn you. Get out there and
do things before you get like us.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, we've had to cancel one trip because of that, the vertigo.
But we're gonna spend a night out on Thursday, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going out. Going to stay in a hotel Thursday.
Yeah.
Get out for a bit.
Yeah, it's the one we went to first in Harrogate, the Swan, is it?
Yeah.
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 Just for one night. You change.
Oh,
Our Tracy were out yesterday. She went out with Trudy, and they went to a flea market, and Trudy bought a lovely ring that someone had made, and she bought a shirt with Harley Davidson on the back. It looked really nice, a check shirt, and our Tracy bought a blouse. Then they went off for a walk around a reservoir. I can't remember the name of it. And they must have had something to eat out, and then they came back later with cheesecakes. 3 different pieces of cheesecake.
You don't know where they got them?
I didn't ask where they got them. They maybe got oh, I don't know. What is it, mill? Up that way. Oh, what? Salts Mills. There's some little shops there.
Oh,
and I
right.
think there's
Okay.
a cake shop.
In Saltaire?
Yeah, in Saltaire, that's the word I was looking for, Saltaire. And then last night they had me watching this film called Thread. Oh, God, I was clinging on that pillar, and oh, it was really realistic. It was bad. All about a nuclear war, I think, in Sheffield. It looked pretty real. It were horrible.
Is it just one film or a series?
No, it were just one film,
program.
I think,
Oh.
yeah. About how people coped with it, and, well, mainly they didn't, they just died.
Yeah.
Well, it were horrible.
Yeah.
So that's where I spent my early evening
Did
doing.
you dream about that last night?
No, I didn't,
Right.
fortunately.
Right.
Thank goodness I had a good night's sleep, really. And then Trudy went home, and I sat watching, what did I watch after they'd gone? Oh, I watched a Broken Wood Mysteries. Calm me down a bit. Oh dear, Tracy went to bed. I don't know what you were watching. You were watching football when I came up. But I'd missed some of it. I missed most of it.
I had missed some of it because I was watching a film, and you're going to ask me. It was another true story. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, it were about
2 kids, 2 young'uns. They were named in New York. It was. Now when
Bonnie and Clyde.
in the 90s, they were referred to as Bonnie and Clyde. So, I can't remember the names now. But they robbed the mob. I think that's what they call the
film.
The film robbed the mob.
Robbed the mob.
They were naive, really naive, this couple, and they worked out a way. They found out that the mob had places where they met.
All right.
Like social clubs.
Right.
They were all supposed to be secret, these places, but he went to trials of members of mob.
All right.
Or where they had to give evidence or something, and he got information from that, and then he went and robbed the mob, and not only that, but they actually went and allowed a reporter to publish
what they were doing.
Yeah, well, who they were in the background, and of course, I mean that was fatal. I mean, they finished up getting shot just like Bonnie and Clyde did. Really, the mob got them, but it was a true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what else have we got in the little book then?
I was just talking. I was just thinking about YouTube itself. Because we used to follow Camper Van Kevin.
Oh, missing.
On here on YouTube, and his dog died, and he's just gone. He's just disappeared.
He's not publishing anymore, is he?
No,
he'd lost a few. I think he lost his mum, and Felix, a best friend of his, had got cancer again, and it just seemed as though he got down, didn't he, with it all, and we haven't heard from him again, and I really miss seeing him at Dogs.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you do. But well, I think that's how YouTube works. It seems that
They just
all of a sudden
disappear.
people just disappear.
Mm.
Yeah, off of it. Yeah.
And Dave's not been on for a while, hasn't he? He got ill again.
Dave. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
He said it'd just be a short while, quick operation, and then he'd be back.
Yeah, he did.
But they haven't, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Keep going. I'll just sit there.
No.
What are you thinking of?
No, it's not. I mean, it's just. I mean, we've just been watching Eric, Nomadic Fanatic, and it's also frantic.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do feel as though they have to
Be frantic.
behave in a certain way when they're in front of the camera. and
I mean, we do like Eric and Diane, don't we?
yeah. I mean,
but they were just in.
not the lifestyle.
No.
They're only in the 40s, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I mean, totally different.
Yeah.
30 odd years younger than us.
They've got 5 cats.
Yeah. But it's nothing. Nothing's fake on here. We don't. We're not cheerfully fake. If we're cheerful, if we come across as cheerful, it's not fake. It's just
Oh yeah.
who we are.
What we do.
And we're not. I don't think we're cheerful all the time.
No, we're not. Can be a bit miserable.
Not funny all the time. And I certainly don't feel as though there's any pressure on us to do anything. In fact, when I think about as life, I just made an effort to escape that, pressure. I remember when I was driving a lorry, you used to have to. I mean, I'm going back to the 70s before internet, mobile phones and all that. And you'd have to ring up every night to let them know where you were, what you were doing. And they were always saying, go here, go there, do this, do that, and always changing things, and adding things to what you're doing or taking it away. And they used to drive me nuts. And there's so much pressure. And I have deliberately, I just walked away from it. Sucked. I always think if you have to do all that to make a living, it's not working. It's not working if you're to put yourself under pressure.
Yeah. Some people don't mind it. Do
Being
they?
under pressure.
Well, sort of being surprised that they've got to do something else in between what they've been told they've got to do, or they just go ahead and do it. But it used to annoy you.
Yeah, it did.
And if somebody else drove your lorry, you used to have a fit.
Well, that were it. I had a lorry, and they gave me a lorry, and it were in the right mess.
They said, that's your lorry.
This is your lorry.
But then they changed their mind and said,
after I'd spent hours cleaning it up, cleaning that lorry up, and getting it fit for purpose, and then they went and took it off me and gave it to somebody else.
That annoyed you.
That pissed me off.
Yeah.
I soon walked off that road. Not long after that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I finished up working for Miss N.
And in them days, you could
Walk out of a job and get another.
job and be in another job in the afternoon, couldn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, a few times you did that, didn't you?
But I stopped looking for full-time jobs, and I just wanted a part-time job, so that I could do what I wanted. Well,
Yeah.
then days I wanted to paint, and work on evenings and weekends. I was prepared to do that.
Yeah, you got a job doing that, didn't you? Which you liked. You
And then
liked doing
it gradually got
started taking over
more
your life
and
again.
more and more and more, until I was actually working day and night.
Well, because you were good at your job, and he used to like sending you on different ones.
Yeah.
So he knew you'd get job done and do it right.
But in the end, wait a minute.
There were too many.
The tail's wagging the dog here, as it usually happens in life. And so I had to. Well, I did that all my life, just curtail it.
Put it off.
Yeah. But I just read just a little bit of information about YouTube, that there's 5 billion users on YouTube. 122 million a day on YouTube. It is quite phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, we have viewers. Some of you people live out in Australia. You're 9 hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
And some of you live in America and you're 5 hours behind. So it's like 24
There's someone watching every
all the time, day and night. So you're actually watching us while we're asleep. If we ever do get to sleep. Do we regret selling the house? Not having a house?
No, I don't think so. No.
It's funny, isn't it? Not having a house.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a house.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of our married life. We rented in Germany. Top half of the house in Germany when we first got married. Then when we came back to England, we bought a little back to back, didn't we?
Well, we didn't buy it outright. We were buying it, weren't we?
Well, whoever buys a house outright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody has a house on a mortgage, don't they?
Yeah.
Mainly.
Yeah.
In fact.
But then when we bought this, we did buy it outright because that was what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. Not having an house. It's. I find doing things that are a bit off the wall, kind of perversely exciting. Rendering yourself homeless. Perversely exciting.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And do we regret not buying another van?
Not so far. I don't think, do you?
No. It's somebody made a comment this morning that they were at the NEC.
Yeah.
And they were thinking about us.
Oh.
And they were at the NEC. And it made me think of the times that we went to the NEC.
Yeah.
And what we used to do there. We never really did anything, did we? When we went to NEC.
Well, we went and had a look round vans.
That's it.
Yeah. Before that, we used to look at caravans.
I mean, we used to go with Eddie
and
Marina, and they went to buy things, didn't they?
Yeah, specifically.
They would buy a van.
Yeah.
Because they did deals.
Yeah.
And they'd always get a good part
deal.
exchange price on theirs.
Yeah.
So they also used to buy clothes and bits and pieces for the van, you know, like barbecues.
Yeah. Yeah. That last van that Eddie and Marina bought, it had a design fault, I think, because they put the toilet on this side of the van. And I think it should have been on the other side, because when the window opened, it actually opened into your awning where the toilet was, which didn't seem right to me somehow.
When you were taking the cassette out, you were taking the cassette out in the awning.
Yeah. But anybody who used that toilet, if there were people in the awning and the window were open,
they knew.
You had to shut the window, I believe.
Yeah.
It didn't seem right on that side.
They had the shower on the other side, and because it was the design that where the bathroom was in between the kitchen and the bedroom.
Yeah.
So you walk through the bathroom into the bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, it were a lovely van. But to me, that was a flaw in it, because I don't think it should have opened into awning.
No, should have been, the toilet should have been
on the other side where the shower was, and the shower on this side.
Yeah.
Beautiful van, beautiful.
It was.
Yeah.
But it was big.
But I don't know what they did, because I think they bought a static on site where they used to put it, didn't they?
Sorry, Pat.
Eddie and Marina bought a static, because they were putting statics on the park where they used to go.
I think what I think it was that I don't think the car was big enough for the van.
Yeah, for Eddie.
And they eventually got, so they didn't want to tour.
So they just left the caravan on that side.
Yeah.
And then
eventually,
when they were putting statics on, I think they decided they were going to buy one at statics instead.
Yeah.
Whether they've still got it, I don't know.
No, we haven't seen them since our anniversary.
No.
Which was 6 years ago.
Yeah. I think we're getting to end of us timing, darling.
Oh. Well, I haven't said that, done much, have I really?
No, I've done all talking.
Oh.
You've done a fair bit.
Oh, okay. We're going to Marks and Sparks this morning.
Yeah.
Well, this afternoon.
Yeah.
To do a bit of a shop. Because you did, what it used to do?
Saturday we did a big shop at Asda.
Yeah, you did. So we don't need much.
No.
Yeah. Okay, folks.
We'll see you later.
Not much of a video, but...
Oh, I think we've talked about quite a lot.
Oh, okay. You'll know.
Tell us if it were enough or it won't.
If it were rubbish. Okay, folks. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.